All right, a couple of things we wanted to go over today. And again, I'm going to kind of take it a little bit slowly uh, because I want to make sure everybody got it. And I'll even take questions at the end to make sure everybody is on the same page. First and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about the Ambassador Builder Program. And it is titled officially Ambassador Builder Program. I know originally we talked about it as the Ambassador Builder Package, but we wanted to change it to program for some internal reasons. So that is the official name. Now, what we're starting to see is all good stuff. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. We're so excited about what's going on. But we also saw a couple of things that could be what's the word I'm looking for? A little counterproductive for you guys. And we wanted to be proactive in resolving those things. Let me give you a heads up on what I'm talking about. When I say a bit counter proactive, what's been happening is we know that everybody uh, that's on the Ambassador Builder program, obviously you get a free ambassador credit every month. What we noticed is that some people who may have signed up the latter part of the month needed to get their ambassador in the early part of the month for qualifications, for promotions, for all of these things. And we didn't have a mechanism in place until you actually paid. So let's say, for example, I'm giving an example. You're enrolled on the Ambassador Builder program on the 20th of any particular month. Then that means you wouldn't be able to get your free credit until at least the 20th of the following month, right? Because that's when your 125 recurring uh, charge would come out. And once it's processed, that's when you get your free ambassador. Now, that's not a bad thing, but the challenge is there are some people who want to get to a promotion during a particular month. And that only, in that case, would only leave them 10 days to get everything situated. And that's, in some cases, it's not enough time. When we looked at this corporate team and just started doing some number crunching and things of that nature, it made sense that only one thing needs to happen. And once we really agreed on it and looked at all the pros and cons, it became very, very clear. We need to make sure that everybody's, hear this, y'all, don't get distracted. Everybody's 125 for the Ambassador Builder Program needs to come out on the first day of every month. It needs to come out on the first day of every month. Now, what does that do? One, and this should be super exciting to all of you. You're totally qualified from day one in that
Mhm.
particular month. Okay, you're totally qualified day one in that month. The other thing is it gives you the entire month now to claim your credit, your free ambassador credit. Okay. Sometimes, y'all, by the way, just kind of bear with me. And I know we're recording this. You may hear me being very careful with my words. I'm thinking because there are a lot of legalities that I have to be, cognizant of as the founder of the company. So I'm just really careful on how I choose my words. So it may seem like I'm a bit, off with my words, but it's not that. It's I'm thinking legalities before I even speak. So anyway, in order to get that free ambassador builder credit, you already qualify on the first day of every month. Now, some of you, it's almost time for you to re-up on your 125. I think, when we put this in place, some of you have already, it'll be, in other words, it's time for your 125 to hit again, like tomorrow or the next day or the next day. I was looking at the report this morning. And those of you who may be watching this recording, it's the same thing. Here's what I would suggest you do. And we're going to do to kind of help you out. We're going to kind of help you through this process. As opposed to paying your 125 for the rest of this month, we're going to schedule it to hit on the 1st of October. Okay. So let me say that again. If you had your ambassador builder credit, I'm sorry, your ambassador builder program, the 125, that's scheduled to come out. And that, like I said, I did look at some reports. some of the first people who enrolled, like Miss Mercadale and Aisha and those individuals, you were the first people to enroll. That means your 125 is going to come due any day now. We want to help you and push that to October the 1st. And once we've done that, it'll hit the first day of every month moving forward. Because at some point, every single person that's on the ABP, the Ambassador Builder Program, every single person will need to be on the first day of the month for reasons that I just shared. Okay. So that's going to take care of those individuals. Now, before we get off in a second, I'm going to show you where you need to go in order to uh, give us your information so that it can be scheduled on October the 1st. I'll show you where you could do that. You're going to have to give us the information. Again, when we get your credit card stuff, we can't keep it. We can't see it. There's the only thing we could ever see on your credit card is the last 4 digits. So when we come back and keep asking for it, it's not like we're crazy or incompetent. It's just for privacy reasons, we can't keep your credit card number. So we're going to ask you to process your credit card again, but not to be charged until October the 1st. On that part, is there any question before I move on that part? Okay, that's going to be a great thing. And then when you start thinking about your teams, guys, that's one thing to think about you, but think about when your team is built. Those of you who are building a team, man, when you start having all of these ambassador builder programs that are coming into your organization, that are building, and people who are taking this thing seriously, I mean, from the first day of the month, from jump, you're going to be, uh, have massive production. I mean, it's almost like I can't believe it. It's almost like I can't believe it. I keep looking for the flaw, and I can't find any flaws in it. It only makes sense to you guys. The only flaw is a lot of people don't take advantage of it. Okay. So, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. It's not mandatory, it's optional, but it's a fast track to whatever you want in the business. Um, Let me think. I'll just show you. Well, before I show you where that is, let me kind of add part two to this. Now, some people who come into the business. Now, y'all might want to write this down to make sure you're very clear on this. And you can go back and listen to this recording as well. Uh, some of you or some people who may come into the business at the latter part of the month, they're going to be put in a bit of a precarious situation because they, at some point, they have to be in the system on the first day of the month. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's just say somebody came in today is September the 20th. Let's say somebody came in 5 days from now, September the 25th. Or matter of fact, let's say they came in September the 30th. I'm just giving a worst case scenario. They came into the business September the 30th, right? For all intent and purposes, they would have to pay again the next day or 2 days later to be in the system on the first day of the month. Now, obviously, that's not going to work. That doesn't work. But what we have put in place, we've already put this in place, and y'all got to write this down so you can be clear on it. Okay. Anyone that comes into the business between the first day of the month and the 15th day of the month, there's no issue with them. They just have to make sure that we'll make sure that their next permanent charge is on the first day of the next month. Okay. So if you came into from between September the 1st and September the 15th, then your card will be hit again October the 1st and every first day of the month subsequently. That's between the 1st and the 15th. Now, anyone who come into the business after the 16th, you're going to have a choice, and it's totally up to you based on what you can afford financially. If you pay after the 16th, let's say you paid today, and again, you would have to be in the system October the 1st, right? You would have to decide, do you want to pay today and October the 1st, or what we put in place is you can pay today and pay December the 1st because it's so close in proximity. Now, Here are the pros and the cons. The advantage of doing that is if you came in today, you don't have to pay until December the 1st because it's so close to the first of the next month. That's the good part. The bad part is you're not going to get a free rep. I'm sorry, you're not going to get an ambassador builder credit in November because there was no payment. You would get it in September. You would get the next one in December. Either option is totally up to you. So let me just say the options again. If you pay today, then hypothetically, if someone paid today, they would have to pay again either, and I said December, but it should be November. They would
November.
have to pay
Yeah.
again uh, uh, October the 1st or November the 1st. Okay, October the 1st or November the 1st. And that choice will be theirs. If you pay November the 1st, I'm sorry, if you pay today, you're going to get a credit, an ambassador credit in September. If you pay again on October the 1st, you'll get an ambassador credit in October. And of course, you'll be on schedule for the rest of however long your credit card is good. If you decide that you can't afford to pay today and October the 1st, that's perfectly fine. So you would pay today and November the 1st, which means you'll get a credit for September, you would skip October, and you'll get a credit for November, and you'll be on schedule for the remainder of the program. I know it sounds a bit convoluted, but it's really simple. It's programmed in our system now, so it's simple on our end, but I want to make sure everybody is clear on that. Any question on that particular part, how that would go for, and this is just for people who come into the business after the 15th of the month. Any question on that? Because what we're trying to do is just be fair to everybody and not say, well, you got to pay, at the end of the month and the beginning of the month. We give them that option. Now, I will tell you this is just coming from me, just if I'm a rep, it still makes sense. Even if you came into business, and this is all about whether or not you can afford it, it still makes sense. If somebody came in at the end of the month and they had to pay again at the beginning of the month, you're talking about $250. But at the very least, you're getting $400 in ambassador credits. So you're still ahead of the game, right? And all the other perks that come with that ABP. But I can't get in anybody's pocket. I can't say that, you got to pay today and pay this tomorrow. I can't say that. But the option is totally up to you guys. Now, what everybody will be doing is a couple of things. I'm going to transition and share my screen. I'm going to transition to your back office and show you a few things. We're still continuously updating everything and upgrading everything. We're really excited about where things are going, but I want to give you some real live updates if you bear with me for a second. Oh, by the way, before I do that, I got my own personal testimonial. I got my own
That's right.
personal testimonial that I want to share with you guys. So yesterday, some of y'all know I bought another house in Montgomery as well, and so kind of furnishing things and doing things. But one of the things that I needed for my office was how you had a little plastic mats that you put under your office chair. I needed one of those plastic mats because I didn't want to ruin the carpet. And so I decided to go to Office Depot and get one of these plastic mats. Now, I want to show y'all a copy of my receipt. Now, this, for those of you who don't understand the value of the healthcare savings program, when we say the healthcare savings is off the chain, it is off the proverbial chain. The My Deals app, which is a part of the healthcare savings, it's over, we say this every presentation, it's over 400,000 different vendors that you can save money, one of which is Office Depot. So when I went to Office Depot yesterday, I'm just going to pull this, it's just a little crazy little slide, just one slide. When I went to Office Depot yesterday, now let me just show you so you know I ain't lying. Yesterday, 9/19, all right, the 19th day, Office Depot, 11:59 a.m. I went there and I went to get this mat, this rolling mat. The max cost is $54.99. When I used our One Voice, My Deals app credit, that $54 mat went to $17.60. $17.60. Let me just say it again. This $55 mat, when I used our credit, and there's a what do you call it? What do you call it, Mr. Doucette, the code?
SPC.
SPC code. And all it is, the lady at the register, this is how simple it was. The lady at the register, she said, what's the code? What's the SPC code? And so I read it out. It's like a 12-digit number. I read the code out to her. She put it in the little computer. She said, oh my God, you saved a lot. And I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty big save. So think about this, guys. This was a $37 savings. So this is $17.60 plus the tax. Total I paid $19.36 for something that was 55 with tax would have been close to $60. Save $37 on one transaction. When you're talking to your individuals, when you're talking to your potential customers about the value of the healthcare plus program, now this is outside of the ABP. When you're talking about this, these are huge discounts and values you get off of food and car repair, all kind of stuff, right? You just got to utilize. There's a huge value to that, and you can put 10 dependents on this. Now, for those of you who are on ABP, this is even more. This is even more of a reason for you guys to make sure your team is on this plan because they're saving. Look, man, let me just be serious. I need to pause this recording because I need to get serious. I ain't gonna pause it. I'm just gonna say it. If you're using the healthcare savings, the identity protection, of course, the maintenance fee, if you're using that stuff, if you're using it, you're saving more just than the 125, not counting anything else. You're saving more. I'm showing you now a $37 savings just from yesterday. You saving more if you use the product. Be mindful. When we talk about the 125, remember you're going to get a 20% personal commission. Some of you have already gotten that. Most of you, all of you who have your cards, your propay cards, you've already gotten that $25, which is 20%. In essence, you're only paying $100. That includes the maintenance fee, and that includes the identity protection and these savings that I'm talking about. I guarantee you, if you use this product, and I can't say guarantee on a recording unless it's true. I guarantee you, if you use these products, the healthcare savings, you're going to save $100. You're going to save more than $100 a month if you use it. And I'm just showing you evidence of just one transaction for $37. So all I'm gonna say is, guys, that we got everything in place. And y'all make sure y'all show y'all teams this video. We got everything in place. All right. Now let me go to this back office deal. Let's see which one of these things it's on. Okay. So now, as I mentioned to you last week, we're continuously working to perfect the website to make it easier. As you know, last week it was a bit more clunky, and I told you we're going to continue to streamline it so you don't have to keep clicking this, clicking this, clicking this. A part of that has already been done, where now when you go to onevoiceworldwide.com, it legitimately comes here, where it always have been, where you got your events, all this stuff. So when you go to onevoiceworldwide.com, it comes here. Also, if you use your name, like your own personal URL, that's going to be uploaded in the next couple of days. You can still come here. You can still go to your back office. I'm going to show you how to do that, right? But now when you come here, it's much more, it's much cleaner. So all you would need to do if you need any of these things, you just click there. Your back office is now here for you to log in. I'm gonna switch to another page because I think I'm logged in on the corporate end, and y'all can't see that. So let me just do this real quick. I'm gonna log into my personal back office where there's nothing there. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to log in and show you. So your back office login is now here. So when you click this, it's going to take you to your login section. Now I'm already logged in, but that doesn't matter. It'll take you to the log. Matter of fact, I better go on and log out because somebody gonna say, "Well, it didn't do it for me." Y'all give Mr. Landrum and Mr. Doucette the blues after these calls. We say something on the call, and then after the call, y'all give them a text or email or something and say it didn't work. We just showed you on the call how it works. So I figured, let me just go, let me just back all the way out. And so I'm not figuratively saying it, I'm literally doing it. So when you come to onevoiceworldwide.com, you click back office. That back office is going to come here. This is where you're going to sign in. Oh, side note, also, if somebody needed to register as an ambassador, like we talked about last week, affiliate or customer, they can still go here. You can still log in here. So we put everything in one place. But let's just say now you go here, you can log into your account. My username is 100,000. So now you sign in, okay? And you're in your back office. We're now starting to populate things in your back office. Now, here's what I want you to do until we tell you otherwise. When you're looking for these forms, just scroll all the way down to the One Voice News and Updates. You'll see One Voice News and Updates here, News and Activities, I think it's called. Okay, so you're on your dashboard. You scroll down to News and Activities. This is in everybody's back office right now. So now instead of doing all of these forms, all you would have to do is come back here, select the form that you need, and fill that form out. For example, after this training, because it's Zoom, is being recorded, and you know how they do, they give a few minutes, they download it. We're going to make this training active, and all you have to do is click here where it says read more, and you'll be able to click here to see the training. It's not here now because we're recording. Okay, let me go back to the other ones. So now you got, let's say, the free ambassador credit. Now, this is to submit your free monthly ambassador credit. Okay, let me see. I think I'm missing something. Hold on. Okay, I know I was missing something. My heart dropped. So make sure that, let me go back again. I had to show y'all everything. When I was looking at this, I'm like, something is missing. And it started to scare me. But make sure you see I click show all, because then it'll show the stuff that was missing, because I was starting to kind of have a panic attack that what I needed the most wasn't here. So let me start with this form. This is the first day of the month enrollment form. Okay. Now, it tells you what this is about. Complete this form to enroll in Ambassador Builder Program for the first day of each month. So those of you, the Aishas of the world, the Mercadales of the world, and whoever is going to be charged this month, I would encourage you today. It's not going to be any charge. I would encourage you today, because we don't know exactly when it's going to hit, but I know some of them is going to hit in the next day or two, to go here where it says read more and just click this form, guys. Click this form. Again, there won't be any charge. It says the first day of the month, Ambassador Builder Program. What we need to do is capture your information again. It's for the Ambassador Builder Program, blah, 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 shows you what you're getting for free. We need the credit card information to populate in the system. And on October the 1st, kind of like 8 a.m. in the morning, 8 a.m., that's redundant, 8 a.m. is going to hit and charge your card 125. Okay, that's what this form is for. So if you have a charge coming out the rest of the month, I would encourage you to go ahead and fill this form out today. Being mindful that if you, and let your teams know this too, if their being slack and not doing it and just being passive. Like some certain things, I know I'm on my rant right this second, but certain things I still don't understand. There are still people that we have told that they got money waiting, and all they need to do is activate their ProPay card, their debit card. All they got to do is take that 2 minutes and do it. And we've told them face to face, eyeball to eyeball, phone, text, however, that they got money sitting there, and they still don't get the card. I ain't talking about like they had an issue. They hadn't even tried. By the way, we see everything y'all do through your IP address. We see some of y'all be lying like, oh, I didn't do this or they did that. No, no, no. We see that you did it. We see it. We just don't say that because y'all our friends. But anyway, uh, this is why I don't get on these tangents because I lose my train of thought. So I would encourage y'all seriously to go ahead and fill this out before it hits this month. If you, because it's not going to charge, we give you that grace period. It's not going to charge until October the 1st. If you're passive about it and don't do it, and it hits your card in September, okay, like it's scheduled to already. If it hits your card, there's nothing we can do about it other than say you pay again October the 1st, or you skip October and pay November the 1st. We're trying to give you a grace period that will benefit you. And all you got to do is click this form. Now, everybody else, henceforth, now, and forevermore, when they start coming into the business, based on when they enroll in the ABP, they will either have to pay again on the 1st of the following month, like I said, if they come in between the 1st and the 15th. After the 15th, they will have that option that I'm not going to go over it again. You can listen to the video. Okay, that's what this form is. Super, super simple, but very, very important. Now, when you're looking to submit your credits for the ambassador builder credits, that is your free ambassador. All you got to do is come here. It says free ambassador credit, read more. You just click this form and bam, you fill this out for your ambassador credit. This is your free ambassador. Very simple. That's what that form is about. Some of you got people that didn't do what they were supposed to do when we did the data transfer to the new system. So they're still in the old system, but they want to get in the new system. This is where they will fill out this form. Very simple. It's just for the data for us to put them in the new system. Okay. Now, those of you who are already on ABP, if you have not got your healthcare savings account and your identity, Allstate identity protection account, you can click here to enroll in that program. There's a button missing. I'll make a note, put that there. But that's what that form will be right here. So if you need to enroll in the healthcare savings and the Allstate identity protection, you just come right here where it says healthcare savings and ID protection enrollment, and it'll be click here just like with the others. Well, I'll activate that button in a second. And as I mentioned, today's training, it'll be here once it's downloaded from Zoom. You just click here and click there for the recording. You'll be able to get this recording. Guys, any questions on any of these forms, what they're for, the process, any questions? I just want to make sure we're clear. H, I see your hand raised. Go ahead.
Yes. So if I see that they have where you can data entry, and I was just talking to a rep. She's not even in my group, but so if she doesn't have a back office, how would she, get to that form, if that makes sense? I just sent her the link.
Yeah, you can still do the link. You can still do, we're just trying to make it easier for you guys. So to specifically answer your question, if you want it, they just needed the data form and it says click here for form, just copy this link. Just copy this link and send it to her because it's going to take it directly to the form.
Okay.
All right. All right. Any other questions? We're just trying to make it simple for everybody, putting everything in the back office and making sure that everything is clean. We still got a lot of work we're doing every single day, but we're trying to make that simple. Any other question, anybody? All right, awesome. So Mr. Landry is going to be following up with you guys to make sure, whatever we need to do to help you. This first time that you put it in there, until everybody's on the first day of the month, we're going to walk you through the process because it's so, so important for your qualifications, for your promotions. It's so important. We could easily have you put it in there, but we don't want to have you put it in there. We want to do it for you until everybody's on the first day of the month. So there are no issues whatsoever. Also, again, when you come to this site, when you go to the back office part, let me log back out. If you have somebody that needs to come into the business, okay, as an ambassador, they're paying the $199. This is something different now. They're paying the $199, or they're coming in as an affiliate. We talked about this last week, but I wanted to reiterate it for training. All they have to do is come here, register as an ambassador. And if your put the sponsor's name, let's say your sponsor is Pat Hartwell. I think it's the username. I don't know everybody's username. So yeah, so Pat Hartwell, you'll see her name, you'll see her picture, and then they fill this out. Okay, so that's how they become an ambassador. You don't need a form to become an ambassador anymore. You just need to come to a person's site and have them register as an ambassador. Also, just FYI, and we're making this easier for you as well. We'll explain this in a following training. But once we get everybody on the first day of the month, and when we start doing the Ambassador Builder program, you'll actually be able to enroll people in your back office on the Ambassador Builder program. All it is just like a product. Click in the cart. Glenn, you had a question?
Yeah, no, so we no longer have to put put them on our website. Like, so for instance, if I put like one voice worldwide slash R string, or for
Yeah.
somebody to sign up, I could just.
Well,
But
no, that's
is
what I
that
was
easier?
saying. No, that's what I was saying earlier. If you did that now, if you did that now, um, this is what you're going to see. Page not found. We got to
Oh,
connect that, but it's not legitimately page not found. It's still your site, and everything that happens is your site. Like anything that takes place right now, that is still your site. But if you
right.
log into the back office with your credentials, everything is still yours. All of this is, if somebody went to shop, that still gives you credit. If somebody logged in and registered, like I just showed you, like uh, right here,
Oh,
you'll still get credit because that's your site. But that's what I was explaining earlier. This part, because that's not, we're waiting on them to connect this any day to make it look like it's supposed to look. It's going to
okay.
say page not found, but legitimately, this is your page.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and by the way, still keep using that. Keep using that. Wherever you've been using it, keep using it. Don't worry about this because it's more aesthetics. This it's going to be something here that's meaningless. The things that you need are here, and they are all active. All right.
Okay. So
So
just keep
keep
it.
using keep using your link. We're hoping that they have the programmers have that stuff where we ask for it. Hopefully Monday. Any other questions on that? Okay. All right. One last thing, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Doucette. Um, it seems like I'm missing something, but I guess not. Um, I am really excited about October the 18th events. I know that I'm going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. The ladies of the Buzz, they put out a flyer, I think, in terms of what's going on with that. Um, if come to my understanding that Miss Pat Hartwell's event is confirmed in Savannah, Georgia. Um, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Pat, you can correct me on that. But you got Miss Linda Johnson, Miss Tracy Coleman. Are they hosting the event there? I mean, they presenting?
Yes, they are. They're coming.
Okay, so we got Miss Linda Johnson, two Crown ambassadors
Oh,
coming to
awesome,
Savannah.
awesome, awesome.
to Savannah, Georgia on October the 18th. And I just found this out that also on October the 18th in Montgomery, Alabama, none other than Mr. Jeff Landrum and Miss Lucille Landrum will be doing presentations and trainings in Montgomery, Alabama. I just found that out. And I do know there's some other cities, but I was told not to say anything yet. But there are some other cities that'll be taking place. So October 18th is going to be a big, big day for the company. It's truly going to be a historic day, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, let's just get ready. I think that's all for me. It seemed like I said, it seemed like I'm missing something, but if I do, y'all know me. I'll chime back in. I see my boy Rudy. Rudy, glad you're on the training, man. I always mess with you because I don't know, we relate some kind of way. But glad at least you're not on the camera, so you're probably not eating. If you're eating, I can't see it. So I appreciate
We
that.
recording.
Or if you're driving, or if you're driving, I appreciate that. I can't see you as well. So yeah, Rudy, glad you're here. Yeah, I know we recorded, but who gonna get me? My sisters, Lisa, Carol, and you and everybody get on my case. They already like stop. I was looking for my boy Ron so I could tease him, but I don't think he on. I can't see everybody's name. But anyway, let me just transition seriously to Mr. Doucette. This is something else that's very important. He's going to talk to you about as far as our Orlando event. Mr. Doucette, I'll turn it over to you. And once you're done, you can close us out however you deem necessary.
Thank you so much, Dr. Omar. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the very detailed training today and information. Truly appreciate that. And for everybody, make sure you get this recording to everybody on your team, because it's going to be very important, especially with the Ambassador Builders program moving forward. So everybody will understand that in detail. It's going to be impactful. So we're excited about that. Yeah. Now let's move over to the Orlando National. So let me pull up the actual slide. Well, not slide. Actually, I'm gonna go straight to the actual site. Let me get that together. Bear with me. All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. So first thing you want to write down is this. The actual event website is events.onevoiceww.com. Events.onevoiceww.com. Let me say it one more time. Events.onevoiceww.com. This is where you will have all of the information for the Orlando National. Everything you need will be right here, all of the information that you need. The actual date for the Orlando National is going to be January 23rd through the 25th of 2026. January the 23rd through the 25th of 2026. All right, it's going to be in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be at the Westlake Resort and Spa. I thought about us in the spa day. But it's going to be at the Westgate Lakes Resort and Spa. And you see the address on there, 9500 Turnkey Lake Road, Orlando, 32819. We already locked and loaded. So let me kind of take my time to go through the site. From dreams to destiny. That's what the title is. From dreams to destiny. We're no longer dreaming about it, but we're on our way to destiny. And this event is going to be something that we need to really, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be absolutely powerful. Now, here's what I want to share with everybody. We have a limited amount of seats. We have a limited amount of seats. As a matter of fact, Dr. Owen, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's probably more like a third of the seats have already been sold. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We had a lot of people who registered in the Atlanta event for the next event. They already in the system. They already booked. So about a third of the room is already booked.
Third of the room is already booked. So don't play around with this. It's locked. We locked and loaded. So get everything that you need from the site. Go ahead and register. So let me just kind of walk through it. We say it's your time. Explore One Voice excellence in 2026. From dream to destiny. We're going to be in Orlando, Florida. Right under the address is the register now button. I'm going to click on that once I go through the whole site. It says register now, that you'll be able to register for the event. All right, I'm going to come back and click on that so everybody will see it. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see everything you need to do for your guests, for all of the guests that's going to be coming. You just have all of the information that's there. Unstoppable vision, unstoppable you. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you can see all of the information that is going to be there about the 3-day event, about together leadership, visionaries, and so on, rising stars. It's all right there. By the way, shout out to the Dr. Orm, to the people that did this. These colors are off the chain. So you can see it there. Now, here's the thing. We have also another register now button. People may want some more additional information. You read the information. We always calling them to action. It's another call to action button. They can click there to register now, right? And then they also have in here, why should you attend the event? Why should you attend the event? Legacy building. I remember we was doing a call and somebody was talking about legacy, but now we talk about legacy. I think that was Dr. Beard, but legacy building. We're going to talk about this. Game-changing tools. Game-changing tools. Not just a tool, but it's game-changing tools. We're going to explore and start to share some new information on that day. Exclusive experiences. Now, obviously, you're going to have guests there. You're going to have the One Voice family there. We're going to come together, but there's so much we're going to be creating on that day. And there's so much excitement that we're going to be doing. So very excited about the entire thing. And then we also have the hotel information here as well. This is the Westgate Resort and Spa in Orlando. Reserve your rooms now. Rooms only $119 per night. Mandatory resort fee is $25.99 per night. When you register, and I'm going to show that to you in a second, you'll see all of that information there. There's a lot to explore at the hotel. Let me just kind of share some of the things that's at the hotel. Obviously, you have a spa. We have a heated pool and hot tubs. We have a fitness center, basketball and tennis courts. I remember one time we had an event. I can't remember where we were. We had a tennis tournament. Uh, and I think Dr. Orm came in first, if I
Of
remember
course.
correctly.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I even said something. So we also have bicycle rentals, rentals. For those that like to fish, we have fishing opportunities, game room, miniature golf, sand volleyball, shuffleboard. So we have all of those things at the actual resort. The team, the marketing team, Mr. Landrum, myself, we spent a lot of time wanting to make sure that the hotel was conducive for us to do things, not just go to the hotel, go to the room, hotel. So we wanted to make sure we have everything right there in place. Everything is on location. Everything is on location. So you don't, once you park, for the most part, unless you want to go and do something else in the city, for the most part, you're right there. Now, just to keep in mind, in addition, um, there's a few amusement parks that are actually within driving distance, 10 to 15 minutes within driving distance of the actual hotel as well. Here is something else the team was able to negotiate as well. You can actually arrive 2 days early or stay 2 days later. You can either arrive 2 days early or stay 2 days later. So if you want to do the event and then stay 2 days to take your own, you know, like a little mini vacation and all of that stuff, it will still have the same room rate for you as long as you block it under, register under the One Voice Worldwide room block. So let me scroll back up to the front, the top, and click on register now. Let me know if you guys can still see my screen. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes.
All right, excellent. The Orlando National, you see it has the information at the top. Name, email, are you a rep or a guest? Who invited you? If you're a guest, and if y'all just want to put all my name, that's fine. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. But who invited you? And then the registration fee. The registration fee, believe it or not, guys, for all of this is only $99. Dr. Owen, we're going to have a conversation about this, but the room registration, the registration for the event is only $99. It's going to ask for the credit card information, expiration, and the CVV code. Your billing information, and then of course you have the terms and conditions here, right? You have to accept the terms and conditions. You can read through everything it has on here, but you have to accept it and then sign it and submit it. All right. So again, if we go back through it, name, email, are you a rep or a guest? Who invited you? The registration fee is only $99. It's going to ask for your credit card, your billing information, terms and conditions, and sign it. Once you submit it, it'll be submitted to Mr. Landrum's team and the finance team. They're going to do what they have to do with it, and obviously register, and you'll get all of that information. So you'll be recorded, and we'll have
Mr.
that
Doucette.
list for you. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to I didn't mean to interrupt you. But it's important to know that this form is a little bit different than the other form. Your card gonna be hit right away. So Mr. Landry won't get it until after you pay. So once you fill out this form, your card gonna be hit that $99.
Any questions on that before we go on to the next thing? So again, the website, events.onevoiceww.com. It has all of the information about the actual national, location, everything. Click the register now button, and that will take you to registering for the actual Orlando National. Okay. Now let's go to the bottom to the hotel. You scroll to the bottom for people that want to register. Click on the hotel registration. It's going to take you directly to the hotel registration. All right. Click off this. So now you go straight to the hotel registration. It's all already registered for you. It's already programmed in the system from the hotel. The check-in date, the checkout date. Now, you can change your check-in date and checkout date. That's up to you. It has all of your rooms. You can see everything right here. It's already programmed the resort fee in there for you. All right. It's already programmed in there for you. So you don't have to try to figure it out. As a matter of fact, if you look under this, all of these pop-ups, if you look under this, tax and fees, it breaks it down. The taxes, the resort fee, right there for you. So it's all right there registered. If you don't believe, it's all right there. And you can see the total for all 3 days is $326.22. Now, that being said, keep this in mind. This is very important. When you register, the first night will be charged to your credit card. All right. First night will be charged to your credit card. Let me say that again. When you register, the first night will be charged to your credit card. Okay. You can decide if you want to pay all of it up front or just pay what's paid now and then pay the rest when you get there. So everything is already locked in place. Any questions on anything that I just shared with everybody? It's pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory, but I just wanted to make sure that we had everything in there that we needed. Yes, sir, Dr. Orm.
Y'all may have seen right before he clicked off, it says day 1, day 2, day 3, but there's nothing under there. Don't worry, we wanted to go ahead and get you guys the dates for planning purposes, but I do know that Mr. Doucette and the marketing team and some other people, they are already working on the activities, because one of the things we wanted to do for this event, yeah, we're going to get training and all of that other stuff, but we want people to be able to have some fun. We want people to be able to have some downtime if you want to do any of those things that Mr. Doucette talked about, and whatever else they plan. You know, they leave me and Mr. Landrum out of this part because, you know,
Yes.
they leave
Yes.
us out of this part. But whatever they have planned, so just understand that those day 1, 2, and 3 activities will be populated on this site as soon as they solidify whatever it is that they're doing. But I can tell you this, on that Friday night, obviously, there's going to be a business opportunity presentation. I can tell you that definitively. And we're going to start at 9 a.m. on that Saturday morning. Now, the end time is still in question because, again, they want to have more time to have more fun. So I don't know if we're going to stop it. I don't want to give it a time, but the end time is not determined yet. But the start time is 9 a.m. on Saturday. The presentation will start 7:30 on Friday night, and then we're still up in the air a bit on Sunday because we may do a certified leadership. What do you call it? A leadership meeting. So, but just understand, as they confirm those things, those 3 days will populate. So keep your eyes on their calendar, and we'll let you know anyway.
Thank you, sir. And one last thing, this is very important. This is very, very important. After an intense debate with Dr. Orr, myself, Mr. Landrum in the hotel, very intense, we had successfully secured that the room block will be all the way until December 22nd, 2025. It will be all the way from December, all the way till December 22nd, 2025. Let's just say some of those negotiations were very nice. They were very, very nice. So we were able to get that and secure that for everybody because we didn't want anybody to say, you know, well, anyway, so we're happy about that. So just in conclusion, so everybody understand, we're going to be at the Westgate. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my notes, guys. The Westgate Hotel, Resort and Spa. That's in Orlando, Florida, 9500 Turnkey Lake Road, Orlando, Florida. It's going to start on Friday, January 23rd, 2026, till Sunday, January 25th, 2026. Okay? You're able to get your rooms 2 days in advance and 2 days after the event is over, locked in the same rate that we have that's already secured for the One Voice room block. So just go ahead and register whatever days you pick. Go ahead and pick those, secure that, and register. Make sure when you're registering, you're going to have to pay that first night rate. You're going to have to pay that first night rate. Um, what else? You're going to have a security deposit. That's still in the air, but you still have a security deposit. So just make sure you're aware of that. And looking at my notes, I think that's it. Lastly, Dr. Orm hinted on it. We are absolutely working for this event, and I'm gonna call this the Asia Akbar um, spirit. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. I don't know if we're gonna line dance. I don't know if we're gonna volleyball, tennis, something. We're gonna do something, and we're gonna have a lot of fun when we do it. By
Me and
being
Mr.
in
Landry, we gonna be somewhere else. We ain't gonna be around that foolishness. No, I'm just playing.
yeah.
I'm just playing. One thing I did want to say, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying I ain't want to interrupt you, but as stuff pop in my mind, I have to interrupt. Um, 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 Guys, there's not going to be a promotion. It's going to be $99. And here's what I expect, and I believe this with everything that's in me. By October the 18th, the event going to be sold out. I believe that. After the 18th, it's going to be sold out. I'm looking at a lot of the names that I see here, and a lot of the people I see here are already registered for Orlando. They registered in Atlanta, and they were able to get it at a better rate because they registered in Atlanta. I mean, a lot of y'all that I'm looking at here are already registered. So between the people that have already registered and what we're anticipating on October the 18th with all the live events. I personally want the event to be sold out by October the 18th. And as I mentioned in Atlanta, there won't be any, like, you know, how we wait to the end. They're like, oh, we're going to give it to you half price. Oh, we're going to knock this. No, no, it's not going to be any of that. It'll be straight $99. And I do anticipate it being sold out October the 18th. I just wanted to throw that out there. So don't wait to the last minute waiting on a promotion, because it ain't going to be a promotion this time, because we're not doing, you know, all the fancy stuff that we did in Atlanta. This is just about getting the information and having some fun.
Thank you, sir. We're going to have fun. We're going to get the information. And remember, we're going to destiny. It's even in the title. We're going to destiny. So make sure your teams have it. The website again is events.onevoiceww.com. Events.onevoiceww.com. And we ready to rock and roll. Before I close out, I'll be remiss if I didn't turn it over to our marketing team who helped me put all of this together. I hope I didn't get in trouble. But so Ms. Carol Orm, did I miss anything? I'll just turn it over to you. Go ahead.
You did not. You know, you do an excellent job as always, negotiating, doing your thing. But the key thing, as you have said and Mr. Orm has said, is going to be training. Absolutely. We got to get the information because we got to know what to do, how to do it. But it's also going to be some fun. So we're working on that. We're going to make sure we have some fun. There you go, Aisha.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the name of Aisha. But yeah, we're gonna make sure Mr. Orm and Mr. Landry, we got gonna have something in store for you as well, so you can have a little fun. Because that's what it's all about, you all. We say it all the time. We want to make money, we want to help people, but we want to have some fun while you're doing it. Life is too short. As we know, things are happening every single day. But we are one voice family worldwide. So we're gonna gather, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna get some training from the best of the best. These gentlemen are gonna lay it down like no one else can, but we're gonna make sure we have some fun. The key word I keep saying is fun. Fun in the sun.
We're gonna kick Mr. Robert Mabry. Me and Mr. Landrum, we're gonna kick Mr. Robert Mabry out of our group, because I heard in the holding room he waiting to get with Aisha and them cats on the dance and stuff. I thought he was on our team. Now he on team line dance.
Well, now I said I was like David. Now, David
Okay.
did a
Okay, he cleaned it up, because I don't know.
good.
I thought
Hey,
thought we were gonna have to put you on team line dance.
all right. Do we know that Mr. Clayton, I believe, has got a birthday coming up on the 23rd? So all of his
Okay.
folks up there.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure. He may be online, so yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, Mr. Maybe. Just you know, just throw that out there.
Thank y'all. We gonna work it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. So, I'm excited. I know we're gonna have people coming all the way from all over the country. And well, I'm not gonna say anything. No telling what Dr. Orm may have up his sleeves. I always be trying to figure it out. So, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm very excited about this particular event. It's limited seating. I can't say that enough. It's limited seating, and the momentum